All right. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Tonight's Monday night, May 15th. The Playbook training, part 2 tonight. So I want to go ahead and just jump right into the training because we have limited time here. So without further ado, last week we spoke about roughly the first 4 to 5 rules of the Playbook. If you remember, I'm just going to go over them really quick. And guys, by the way, I'm at my lunch break at work, so if you hear the police radio going off or something, if I got to run, I'm sorry, but I'll do the best I can to get through it, okay? So again, just to reiterate the playbook, and if you didn't see it, we have it up on our YouTube channel, guys. If you don't forget, we have our Force Nation YouTube channel that you can always refer to. All of the team calls, for the most part, up on there. You can refer to those. A lot of good training on there, so you guys can catch up, okay? So number 1 in the playbook, be here a year from now. Okay, be here a year from now. In the first year of your business, you can earn while you learn, but focus on, for the most part, focus on learning and trying. And the best way you can learn is by going out there and doing, and failing, and learning and failing, and learning what not to do and moving forward from there. Okay. Number 2, plug into the support system. By plugging into the support system of your team members, always, go to your upline, go to other coaches on your team, other coaches in this network that we have of people, of tremendous people that we have both in Dynamic and the Diamond Force. That this thing is just growing and more people are coming in. So when you plug into that support system of other coaches working with you, it's a lot better. Okay. Number 3, personal development. We harp on it every single week. It's one of the cornerstones of our business. In order for you to coach other people, you have to become better. You have to become better people yourselves in order to grow into a leader and to help other people. Number 4, push, play, drink, Shakeology. Very simple. It's what we do every single day, right? We push play, we do our workouts, we drink our shake every single day to be proof the products work. To be proof to everybody that we talk to that these things work, okay? And sharing our story. Number 5, I'm going to talk a little bit about that right now, is share your story. And guys, if you don't right now have a pen and paper to take notes, that's okay. If you have your phone or something like that, but or if you want to refer to this later on, take notes. But I recommend you do take notes here because I'm going to share some stuff that can probably help you moving forward with your business. Okay. So share your story. What does that mean? If you remember a couple of months ago, we did a tell your story training. And for those of you, just to reiterate what that's about, I'm going to go over the quick steps right now. There's 4 steps on telling your story, okay? And guys, at this Playbook training event, it's the same 4 steps they talked about there, the same 4 steps that we talked about in our team training, which is pretty cool because it's all from Eric Worre's GoPro book. And the first step in telling your story is your background or who you are. So let me just minimize my screen here for a second and go back to my notes. Share your story, okay? Where were you or your background? For example, if you got to have several stories, guys, and that's the other thing too. You don't have to stay stuck on one story. You can use someone else's story as well, but you want to master telling your own story. And I'm going to go to an example of what happened to me today that's going to help you put this in perspective. Number 1 is your background. I'm in law enforcement. That's what I do. Number 2, most important, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not even going to, hold on. Number 2 is the most important part of your entire telling of your story. It's what you didn't like about your background, the things you did not like. So number 1 is your background, and number 2 is what you didn't like about your background. Okay. 3. Hey guys, by the way, if you're just jumping on, just make sure you mute yourself as you jump on. Okay. Cool. Where we at? Number 3. What was your solution? What did you find? That is the 3 part of your story. Okay. And number 4, how do you feel about the future? So just to give you a quick example of that, my experience today. I met with a friend of mine who I went to high school with years ago. Her name was Laura, and we connected on Facebook, and she saw this, the stuff that Denise and I do, and she was excited about it or whatever. So I reached out to her to see what's going on with her, and she believes that she can't, do certain things. So I was like, all right, so let's meet on Monday. We'll have lunch and we'll meet and talk. So when we sat down and talked, she said that she actually did size before, and she was actively doing it, and she was motivated by one of the live videos that I shot. She said that motivated her to get back into working out again, which I was touched by that, and that's the power of telling your story and being vulnerable and going live sometimes on Facebook, is that you never know who you're going to inspire. Okay. It's about speaking to that one person, speaking from your heart to that one person who you got to connect with, and you'll have that connection with somebody. And for some reason, that particular day, my message happened to reach her and resonate with her. So she started her workout routine again. So today, as we were talking at lunch, she was talking about the workout programs. We spoke a little bit about Shakeology. So, long story short, I did a forming with her. I asked her about her family. Okay. And if you guys don't know what forming is, let me break it down. If you go into your back office, there's an explanation about forming, but I'm going to talk about it right now. Forming is the acronym for family, occupation, recreation, and the M could be two things. The M could be your message or money. Okay, I'm going to show you both things that you can do. So with form, family. So you're asking questions. Hey, how's your family? Are you married? You have any kids? All that stuff like that. Ask about things like that. Then you move on to occupation, what the person does for a living. Now, what you're doing when you're forming people, guys, is you're listening. You're listening to their pain points. You're listening to what is going on in their lives. You're creating a connection. You're building a relationship. And you're learning what are the things in their lives that they're lacking, or what are things in their life that they need, okay? Then after you talk about, because a lot of times when people talk about their occupation, what do? They complain. The commute's too long. They spend too much time away from their kids. They don't get paid enough, or they don't like their boss, or everything's negative. Listen to those things and just keep them in the back of your mind as you're talking to people, okay? Ask questions and listen. R, informing, is the recreation. What do people like to do as a hobby? What do people like to do for fun? Listen to that. And you're going to hear people say, like she said to me today, I don't have energy. I don't have time to run around with my kids. So I started to listen. Okay, she needs energy. She needs something to give her motivation to move. And then finally was my message. I spoke to her about things that we do. The other thing to use with the M is money. So when you get through the forming, okay, and you see how the relationship is going, how the conversation is going, if you hear the person, for example, is complaining about their job, your message at the end could be about money. Say, hey, when it comes to making money, do you like to keep your options open? It's a very good question to ask, okay, because it's very, it's not pushy, it's not, overwhelming. It's a simple question. Hey, when it comes to making money, do you like to keep your options open? They can say no, they can say yes. If they say yes, okay, then you go with the if I, would you. Okay, we spoke about that before. If I, would you. If I share with you a 7-minute video to talk about what we do here, would you have 7 minutes to watch it? Okay? And that leads me to another point, guys. I don't want to harp on this too long, but it's important that I mention this here. Urgency. Write this down. Urgency is very important. Okay? Because I lost a couple of people because I didn't show the urgency. And here's what I mean by that. I was speaking to another guy recently who I went to school with years ago in elementary school. We spoke about life. We spoke about everything going on. And when it got to the point of me sharing the video, I asked him, all right, when do you have time to watch the video? He said, I can watch it, in a couple of days, and we'll follow up in a couple of days. I spoke to him on Sunday. We made an appointment to speak on Tuesday morning at 9:30. Okay. That was 2 days away. And what happened was Tuesday at exactly 9:29 a.m., I got a text message from him saying, oh, something happened at work, I'm not going to be able to be on the call, blah, 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 blah. Boom, done. So now I'm going to follow up with him to keep that relationship going, but it may be a little bit harder, okay? Fast forward to, I believe it was Monday, I spoke to another friend of mine, another prospect, speaking to her about her family, her occupation, her recreation, stuff like that. And I asked her at the end, okay, it sounds to me like you want to start working out. And I said, I have a video that shows exactly what we have going on, the All Access Challenge Pack video. Do you have 4 minutes to watch it? If I shared it with you. Sure, definitely. Are you by your computer right now? Yes. Okay, I'm going to send it to you right now. As soon as you're done watching it, call me right back. I'm waiting here by my phone. Go. She went. I sent her the link. She watched the 4-minute video. Boom. In 5 minutes, she called me right back. First question I asked her. Okay, did you get a chance to watch the video? Yes. What did you like best about the video? Very important question, guys. If you're writing notes, write that down. When you send somebody a video, you're not going to ask them, what do you think? Do not ask somebody, what do you think? Because that's going to lead them in a negative direction. That's going to lead them to say something smart in their mind so they don't seem like a pushover or they don't seem like they don't know what they're talking about. So when you ask the question, what did you like best? That's going to lead them into a positive direction. And they're going to say either the compensation or they're going to say either the workouts or the nutrition or whatever. Then you know how to continue with that conversation. So in my particular example, when I asked her, hey, what did you like best? Oh, I like the variety in the workouts. I like that you can do different workouts and you don't have to be stuck to one and blah, blah, blah. I go, great. So I spoke to her about a couple of different workouts that she can do, and she was really excited. Then I said, sounds to me like you're ready to get started. Sounds to me like you're ready to get started. She goes, yeah, absolutely. I'll go, great. Here's the next step. I'm going to send you a link, All Access Challenge Pack, so you can purchase it, and we'll get you started. Once I know you get started, send me a text so it's done, and I'll add you to our group. And that's how it happens, okay? Challenge Pack on Monday when you set the urgency. Sunday, when I spoke to the guy, set the appointment for 2 days, it was harder because what happens? When you give a person 2 days, life happens. Shit gets in the way. Work happens, then things change. They have a conversation with somebody else. Oh, don't try that. It doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. Things start getting in their head. Too late by then. If you set the pace, if you set the urgency and say, do you have 5 minutes right now to watch a video? Yeah, all right. Watch the video. I'm going to call you in 6 minutes. If it's a 5-minute video, I'm going to call you in 6 minutes. Or better yet, when you finish watching the video, I'm waiting for you by the phone. Call me right back. That urgency, because you got to strike while the iron's hot. And that really made a difference for me. So hopefully that story right there helped you guys. Okay, moving forward. Did you guys get that with the share the story thing? Again, your background, what you didn't like about your background, your solution that you found, and what do you have to look forward to in the future? And that was the other thing. Get it back to my story of today when I met with Laura. She wasn't quite convinced yet. I shared with her the All Access Challenge Pack video, and she was like on the fence. And then I shared with her my story. I said, well, hey, back years ago, I had issues with my back. I had the bulging disc and blah, 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 all that stuff. Here's what I found. Denise put me on Shakeology and Body Beast. And thank God, ever since, I had no back pain. I'm looking forward to the future because now I have a plan and blah, blah, blah. That made the difference. When I told her my story, instead of just talking about the products and the this and the that, I told her my story, made it personable. It made it relatable. Something in my story resonated with her. Because I saw in her eyes as I was talking, she was like, oh my God, he had real struggles. Oh my God, he had real pain. I never knew that. So when you share with people your real struggles and your real pain, that is what creates the connection with the other person you're talking to. And I'm going to really, and Denise has been doing a really good job with this. I mentioned this before. Getting on the phone with people and getting face-to-face with people. It's a tremendous difference than texting and Facebook messaging. I'm going to tell you right now, do your best to get face-to-face, to get on the phone. Even if you're doing a Zoom like this right now with a person, FaceTime, let me tell you, it's a world of difference when you can get in front of a person, okay? All right, moving on. So we did 1, 2, 3, number 5, share your story. Number 6, make a list and use it. So we're getting back to the playbook here, the 10 rules of the playbook. Number 6, make a list and use it. So what does that mean? After this is done, at some point, maybe not tonight. If I don't get to it tonight because I'm at work, I'll try to get to it first thing tomorrow morning, guys, okay? I'm going to upload something that I got from Eric Worre's training called the Ultimate Memory Jogger. Now, at the Playbook event in Philly, they actually did an exercise where they called out different occupations and different, lists of different people that you've met in your life, barber, mailman, whatever. And all of a sudden, names start to pop in your head. So it's called the memory jogger for that reason. They jog your memory of people that you know. And you want to do is get a pen and paper and write every single person's name down. So in the memory jogger, you're going to go through a list of categories. And you're going to figure out names of people that fit in those categories and write them down. Go to your phone. Go to your phone and empty out your phone onto a piece of paper. Empty out your contact list onto a piece of paper. Their phone number, their email, whatever. Put them on a piece of paper. And the way you're going to use it is you're going to categorize it in hot market, warm market, colder market. Meaning hot market means the people that are really close to you, your close friends, your close family, people that if you speak to them, they already know you. They already know your heart. They already know who you are. But even though they know you, they may know that you're a Beachbody coach. But I guarantee you, not everybody knows why you're a coach. And this is why I'm going to refer back to telling your story. Okay? When you use that list, and you talk to your hot market of people in your family, you can go back to them and say, hey, listen, I don't know if you know, I've been a Beachbody coach for X amount of time. It's been, something good for my family because I'm doing it for X, Y, Z reason. But I don't know if you know why I'm doing it. And my purpose for me talking to you is not for you to join my business or try my products. I just simply want to practice with someone. Do you have 15 minutes to listen to my story? And you can practice with friends and family, even if people think that you're crazy. It's fine if people think you're crazy because that's what we are sometimes. You got to be crazy. You got to be, delusional. You got to be unreasonable if you're an entrepreneur because a lot of people are not used to this. Okay. Got off on a tangent there, but let me get back. Where was I at? Oh, make a list and use it. So empty out your phone, empty out your Facebook, your social media on paper. Okay. And go through it. Go through it. And what you're going to do with it, I'll share with you in step number 8, the system, okay? Number 7, expand your network. Number 7 of the playbook is expand your network. Okay? You want to make it a common thing here to always expand your network. Everywhere you are, you got to heighten your awareness of when you're out and about to use the 3-foot rule. The 3-foot rule means when you're in 3 foot of somebody, strike up a conversation, meet somebody new, compliment somebody on, whatever. If you like the person's bag, if you like the person's hat or their shoes or something, compliment them. A compliment plus a question equals a conversation. A compliment plus a question equals a conversation. You compliment somebody on something, they're going to love it because you're paying attention to them. Then you ask them a question. Hey, where'd you get that from? All of a sudden, you start striking up a conversation with somebody. Okay? Expand your network on social media. We've gone over this before. Add at least 3 to 5 people on your social media every single day. You get that notification. Oh, people you may know. If you connected to at least 7 mutual friends, if they're not connected with Beachbody, there's no reason why you can't request them as a friend. And then that's when you go into the hey, I see we're connected. Thanks for connecting, and then you start to build a relationship that way. Okay. So you got to expand your network every single day because you can't be talking to the same people with sharing your messages every single day. You got to keep expanding and build a relationship with more people. Okay. Quick mess. That's a funny story I want to tell you guys. When we got back from Punta Cana, I've been sick. I haven't been right, so I had issues with my stomach and I had an appointment today to go to an ultrasound this morning at 8:30. As I'm going to the ultrasound, got to talking with the technician. Long story short, I mentioned that I was there for a earned trip through my business. So she was a little interested. So I said, yeah, I'm with Beachbody and because I earned certain points or whatever, I got to go on the trip. I just had to pay for the flight and this and this. And she goes, oh, I got a friend of mine who's a coach, and then she tried T25 and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, long story short, I got to talking to her. She said, oh, it didn't work for me because, I couldn't do the squats. I had issues with my back in the squats. So I asked her, what was the issue with the squats? Oh, because I can't do a video. They don't tell you how to do this and that. I go, hold on. I explained to her that there's cues, there's trainers, and blah, blah, blah. We started talking. Anyway, I don't want to make it too long here, but we had a conversation. At the end of the day, I made a new contact. She gave me her email. She gave me her phone number. Okay. Maybe this can turn into something later on. Who knows? But heighten your awareness when you're out there talking to people. Anybody can use what we have. So that was just one funny story today that my ultrasound tech could be a prospect in the future. Okay. And this is moving on number 8. Out of the 10 rules here, guys, in the playbook, I think for me personally, I can't speak for Denise or Tammy, who was there with me, but number 8 for me was the most important rule of the entire playbook for many reasons. Number 1, because the number 8 is be system dependent. Okay. Number 8 is be system dependent. What does that mean? There's a system that we've been talking about this whole call, okay, to use when you're talking to prospects. And this is something that you can teach your coaches as you start to build your business. It's duplicatable. And the system is this: forming, tell your story, do the thing, and for us that means share the video, and then ask the questions. Okay? There's a 4-question close after you show the person the video. So I'm going to go over that real quick, okay? So again, here's the system. Forming, we spoke about that before. Tell your story. Do the thing, which is share the video, whichever video you're going to share. Today I shared the All Access Challenge Pack video. Usually I will share the Welcome to Team Beachbody video, which is good because it talks about the programs and it also talks about the business opportunity as well. Okay. So I like to share that video too. Then when you get the person back on the phone, you're going to ask them 4 questions. I think it's 4. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, yeah. Here are the questions. Number 1, like I said before, what did you like best about what you just saw? That's question number 1. Question number 2, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 meaning you have no interest at all, and 10 meaning you're ready to get started right now, where do you see yourself? Okay. And for example, if somebody says they're like a 3 or a 2, you just simply ask, hey, what would it take for me to get you closer to a 10? What else would you need to know? And you just ask those types of questions. Okay. Then you're going to ask, hypothetically, if you were to get started today, how much money would you need to make per month to make this worth your time? If you were to get started today, how much money would you need to make per month to make this worth your time? Okay. Next, you're going to ask, how much time per week could you commit to making that type of income? How much time per week would you be able to commit in order to make that type of income? Next one you're going to ask is, how many months would you commit The answer to the previous question, how many months would you commit that amount of time to make that much income in the next year? So for example, if they say $1,000 a month they want to make and working 5 to 10 hours a week. So the question is, all right, how many months would you be willing to work 5 to 10 hours a week in order to make $1,000 a month? And they're going to give you an answer. Okay. And so let's just say they tell you 6 months or they tell you a year, whatever the answer is. So the last question, and again, the best question in all of network marketing, if I would you. If I can show you a way, if I can show you a plan, okay, that you can make $1,000 a week working 5 to 10 hours a week. I'm sorry, to make $1,000 a month by working 5 to 10 hours a week for 6 months, would you be ready to get started? If I can show you a plan that can help you make $1,000 a month, working 5 to 10 hours a week for 6 months, would you be ready to get started? Okay, so that's the system, guys. Forming, tell your story, show the video, ask the questions. Those 4 steps are the system. And those 4 steps you can teach your coaches, guys. Once you start to build your team of coaches, teach them the same system. Focusing on the story because, like we said before, that's what's going to be relatable to other people. Okay? That's what's going to connect to other people. So rely on the system. I'm going to tell you right now, that system is what's been getting Denise up to, SC14 last month. It's what got me to SC10 last month. It's what got me to where I'm at right now. Okay? And it's going to continue to build and grow from here. Because as I start to do it more and more, talk to more people, it's going to get easier. It's going to get more consistent. It's going to just be second nature. So build that habit. Building a habit of following that system, and you'll be successful. Okay? But the deal is, it's just to speak to more people. Number 9. Okay? Number 9 in the playbook. Get a success partner. Number 9, get a success partner. Okay. Now, the way they talked about it at the Playbook event was pretty cool because it doesn't matter if you're on the same team. It doesn't matter if you're on cross-line teams. You may be able to connect with somebody, for example, if they're in Team Fitfluence or somebody else in the network that you saw at a Super Saturday event that you may connect with. It doesn't matter who it is. What is important, though, is that 2 things. A success partner is somebody that's going to call you out on your bullshit. Somebody that you're going to connect with every week, okay, and you're going to push each other. If you guys set up something, hey, listen, my plan is to expose this opportunity to 5 people a day. And you guys talk at the end of the week, you ask each other, how many people did you speak to? How many people you showed this to? And if you only say 2, then you got to get on that person. You have to be accountable to each other because you want to know by the end of the week, I got to call my success partner and we have to have a conversation. It's not, and the second thing is this. Number 1 is for accountability. Number 2, it's not a bitch session. It's not a bitch and moan complaining session. It's not. Okay? It's a session for you not to be complaining about people or about your business. It's about setting an agenda for 5 minutes where, hey, you want to talk about, small talk real quick and then get to business. Okay? Share the things that you plan. Plan things together. Plan goals for each other. Plan how you're going to move on to the next rank or next whatever you want to do. Next level of income. Whatever it is. Figure out a game plan for you and your success partner. But stick to it. And stick to that weekly call so you can push each other. Okay? Because again, getting back to what I said in number 2, plug into the support system. This is another way that you can support each other. Support yourself in this business. Okay, so get somebody that you connect with, that can push you, and not just pat you in the back. Hey, it's okay, sweetie. We'll get them next time. No, that's not how it's going to work. It's be like, hey, you said you're going to do this. Stop your bullshit, and you're not being accountable. You're not doing what you say you're supposed to do. You got to be tough. Okay. And finally, the last one, number 10 in the playbook, treat your business like a business. This is not a hobby, folks. Okay. This is not something, to play tiddlywinks with. This is something that's going to build my legacy for my family. Okay. This is something that's going to take me into retirement in 5 years. That's my goal. Okay. And I'm not playing around. So that's how serious you got to take this business, because what happens is you got to talk to people on a daily basis, and then I got to take you seriously, but that's okay. You got to be able to get over that. You got to build some tough skin. Okay. You got to build some rhino skin, let that stuff just roll off you and just keep going forward. Okay. Because what happens is, they're going to think you're crazy in the beginning, then they're going to hate, be haters. And then all of a sudden they're going to want to join you. So, like I said, if you treat it, and this is the one thing that they said in the playbook that was really important. If you want to be paid like an expert, you need to treat your business like an expert. Do you understand? If you want to be paid like an expert, then you need to act like an expert. And how do you become an expert? Okay. I'm a learner. I love to read and listen to audiobooks. I listen to the same books over and over again, and I just keep doing it. And I keep learning different ways how to do things. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm watching things from Eric Worre, from Ray Higdon every single day, and I keep learning. But the learning means absolute shit if I don't put it into action. The best way you're going to learn is by putting that stuff into action, falling in your face, failing, learning how not to do things that way again, and moving forward and keep doing it and keep doing it. Okay. What's the saying? 1 hour. Yeah. 1 hour working at it is worth 20 hours of learning on the books. Something like that. You guys get what I mean. I hope. 1 hour of action is worth 20 hours in the classroom. That's what I mean. You can spend 20 hours in the classroom trying to learn something, but you spend 1 hour actually doing the work, you learn a lot more. All right. So to close it out here, guys, I'm going to go over, and if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask, because, I've got a few minutes here. The 10 rules of the playbook. Number 1, be here a year from now. Number 2, plug into the support system. Number 3, personal development. Number 4, push play, drink Shakeology. Number 5, share your story. Number 6, make a list and use it. Number 7, expand your network. Number 8, be system dependent. Don't have to try to reinvent the wheel, guys. The people who have put this playbook together, everybody on that stage, high 6-figure, even 7-figure earners, guys, they follow this system. It works for a reason. Use it. Number 9, get a success partner. And number 10, treat your business like a business. All right, those are the 10 rules. And within those rules, like I said, we broke down a couple of things. We broke down sharing your story. We broke down the system. So a lot of information there. I'm going to upload this video to our YouTube channel and then share it within the 2 team pages. So this way everybody can go back to me and refer to it. You're going to want to listen to it a couple of times just so you can, just really grasp the information. So before I go back to work here, do you guys have any questions on that? Any concerns? Anything you want to just ask about? Something wasn't clear, please. Sometimes I just mumble or I talk too fast. So if something wasn't clear, please let me know. Come on, don't give me that nonsense. I know somebody's got a question, please. Really? Was that clear? All right. I guess I hit it. Mama D, can you say a word or two? Or no, she's muted. I guess not. All right. So, Becca, any questions? Everybody good? All right, kids. So, Lean, you good? So everybody's going to put that into action starting tonight, right? All right. Put that shit into action. Don't, like I said, don't try to reinvent something. Don't try to change it. Every time you talk to somebody, form them for the relationship. And I can't stress this enough. Be vulnerable, guys. If what you're going to say to somebody is going to make you emotional, it's going to make you cry, it's going to hurt you in your gut, then it's right. As much as it sucks to open up yourself to somebody like that, it's going to make you a real person, and it's going to take you out of being a salesperson. It's going to make you into a person. And when somebody can connect with you like that, it doesn't matter if the challenge pack costs $500, they'll buy it. That's no bullshit, because they're going to want to connect with you. They're going to want to be with you. Okay? Because let's face it, like we said it before, we said it 100 times. Everybody has the same workouts to sell. Everybody has the same Shakeology to sell. That's why this business model is awesome, because it's, because there's no discrimination here. Anybody can do what we do. But there's a reason why someone's going to connect with you. And your story is going to work. We're going to do that for you. Okay? Your story is what's going to make you connect to somebody else. All right, kids. So I think I went and babbled on enough. Hopefully this helps. And I'm going to end the call here. Wish you guys a good night. And let's rock this thing, guys. Have a good week. And we'll talk to you soon. Oh, one last thing. UV2 starts tomorrow, right? Okay, UV2 starts tomorrow. So talk to your prospects about that. People who are scared of working out, want to get back to fitness or whatever, learn that program, learn what it does, and share that with people, guys. A lot of people need that. All right, coming out in June is the Shaun T week. If you guys didn't see that, Shaun T week. Oh my God, June 1st. If you guys go to your back office, guys, look at the breaking news. If you haven't seen it yet, holy shit, the stuff coming out with Beachbody and the Man is going to be awesome. They're changing a lot of things. They're going to help us big time. I'll talk about the nuggets really quick. Now they're going to offer an all-access challenge pack with the performance line starting June 1st. Okay? So if people don't want Shakeology, you can offer the all-access challenge pack with the performance pack, which is Energize and Recover. Same price point as the original all-access challenge pack. Holy shit, that's awesome. Now, when people go, starting June 1st, if people want to try Beachbody On Demand, the free trial is no longer going to be 30 days. It's only going to be 14 days. Now, they're no longer going to be able to complete a program like a 21-day fix or another 30-day program and freaking cancel. Now, they're going to have to see the value in what BOD is. They're going to only be able to do it 14 days, and let's go, baby. Shit'll get off the pot and move forward. If not, goodbye, So they're going to learn the value of what BOD is, which I thought was pretty cool. And there's a lot of other stuff going on there that they're going to offer. Just go to your back office and look at that. The FAQ is right up there. Changes to the new challenge packs coming up. You got to look it up. The portion fix, the new Shakeology pack coming up. Just go in back there and look at it and read up on it, guys. This is how you treat your business like a business. You got to be up on the news. You got to be up on what's new so you know what to tell people. Okay? So let's make it happen, guys. All right? Have a good night. Have a great week. And we'll talk to you next week. Take care.